When we think about financial scandals, we often picture the glitzy world of Wall Street or the high rise offices of major corporations, right? But today, let's talk about something that hits a little closer to home. Something that's happening right now in Karachi, Pakistan. It's a story that involves greed, betrayal, and a staggering amount of money, 54 billion rupees to be exact. Yes, you heard that right. That's a number that's hard to wrap your head around. But it's the reality of what's unfolding with the National Bank of Pakistan and several petroleum companies. So, here's the scoop. On February 20th, 2023, a special banking court made a bold move by rejecting the interim bails of 16 officials from the National Bank and various petroleum companies including Hascoal Petroleum and Baiko. These individuals are now in judicial custody for their alleged roles in what's being described as the biggest financial scam in the country's history. And if you think this is just another boring court case, think again. This is a gripping tale of alleged fraud, money laundering, and a whole lot of drama that could rival any crime thriller. Let's break it down a bit. The Federal Investigation Agency, or FIA, has been on the hunt since 2022, investigating claims of criminal breach of trust, fraud, and money laundering. They allege that these officials were involved in a web of deceit that included everything from over-invoicing to kickbacks. Imagine that, money that should have gone to the National Exchequer being siphoned off into the pockets of these officials. It's like a plot twist in a movie where the heroes turn out to be the villains. Now picture this. The court announces its decision and chaos erupts. The accused officials, realizing that their bail applications have been denied, attempt to flee the courtroom. Can you believe that? They try to escape right there in front of everyone, but the FIA was ready. They swooped in and arrested them on the spot. It's like something out of a crime drama, where the tension builds and you can almost hear the dramatic music playing in the background. Among those detained are 8 bank officers and 8 individuals from the petroleum companies. Names like Salim Butt, Tahir Ali, and Mumtaz Hassan have now become synonymous with this scandal. It's fascinating and a bit terrifying to think that people in positions of power, trusted with managing vast amounts of money, could be involved in such underhanded dealings. It makes you question how deep this rabbit hole goes. And here's where it gets even more interesting. 4 of the accused have been declared proclaimed offenders, which means they're essentially on the run. One individual, Said Ahmad Iqbal Ashraf, has been labeled an absconder. It's like a real-life game of cat and mouse, with the FIA on the hunt for these individuals who thought they could slip away unnoticed. But what about the companies involved? Hascoal Petroleum, one of the key players in this scandal, has had to make some tough calls. With their CEO, Akil Ahmed Khan, now detained, the board has authorized the CFO, Ahmad Uddin, to step in as acting CEO. Can you imagine the pressure on that guy? One day you're just doing your job, and the next, you're thrust into the spotlight, trying to steer a company through a storm of scandal and uncertainty. In their statement to the Pakistan Stock Exchange, Hascoal made it clear that they're committed to resolving this issue, but the shadow of this scandal looms large. It's a classic case of how one bad decision can ripple through an entire organization, affecting not just the individuals involved, but also the employees, shareholders, and the economy at large. Now you might be wondering, how does this affect you? Well, let's consider the bigger picture. Financial scandals like this don't just impact the companies involved. They shake the public's trust in financial institutions. When people hear about massive fraud, it makes them wary. It raises questions about the integrity of banks and corporations. Will they be able to safeguard our money? Are our investments safe? These are valid concerns that ripple through the fabric of society. And let's not forget about the legal ramifications. The case has been filed under multiple sections of the Pakistan Penal Code and the Anti-Money Laundering Act. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. This is serious business. The legal battles ahead will likely be lengthy and complex, dragging on for years as each side presents its case. It's a reminder that justice, while necessary, often comes at a slow pace. As we watch this story unfold, It serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of transparency and accountability in financial dealings. It's a reminder that we as citizens must remain vigilant and demand integrity from those in power. Because when the system fails, it's not just the individuals at the top who suffer, it's everyone who plays by the rules. So, as this saga continues, let's keep our eyes peeled. The world of finance is a complex web, and while it may seem distant, it affects us all in one way or another. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, in the world of money, things are rarely as they seem.